Now join us here on the Inland Sports Show. He's the head cross country coach at La Sierra High School right here in Riverside. And pretty exciting news as we're getting ready for the cross country season. It's actually happening and we're fired up about it. It's Jeremy Solorio, head coach for the Eagles. And coach, first off, listen, you guys will be, as far as I know, the first cross country meet here in the Inland Empire with the stay-at-home order lifted. I know I had heard that there was, I think it was east of Sacramento in like El Dorado High School or something like that. On Monday afternoon, they had a cross-country meet. So the order was lifted Monday morning, and by Monday afternoon, they already had the first cross-country meet in the state of California. But at least here in the IE, you guys are going to be off and running, pun intended. How excited are you to see your team actually compete against somebody else this coming Saturday?
Extremely excited because it's been probably 30 plus years since we actually had a cross country meet at the high school. So it's the first time in quite a long time that we actually had a meet there.
So not only do we actually have cross country back, but the first time actually on campus at La Sierra High School is the first time in like 30 years?
Yep, exactly.
So, Coach, here we are. We got the stay-at-home order lifted, and we've got cross-country in the purple tier, which means you guys can compete like right now. How long has the plans been in place to hopefully, like you said, January 30th was that target date at least to have a cross-country meet, although we didn't quite technically know if the stay-at-home order was going to be lifted. But here we are. How long have you been planning for this meet?
Probably at least a month and a half, maybe two. Because every time we had it, they say they're going to lift the order. All the coaches got together. We planned for it and said, "Oh no, we got to wait for this date." Then the next thing happened. No, we got to wait for this date. So like we're going to have it on the 30th. No matter what, as soon as it happens, we're going to have it on the 30th.
And this will be a River Valley League meet. So, Coach, maybe traditionally, a River Valley League meet might have all the schools going at the same time. Like boys varsity, girls varsity, and etc. But will this cross country meet maybe look a little bit different, compared to what we would, maybe traditionally see in a league meet?
Yes. First off, we're going to have there's going to be no JV or varsity because when we got together talking at all the coaches, our numbers just not going to add up to have them just separated like that. So we decided like two teams, the boys from one team and other team were going to go together, and then switch over to the girls, then the next two teams, then the next two teams. So it's 2 teams per race.
Oh, okay. So who are you guys going up against? La Sierra?
We're going to go up against Patriot.
Okay. So River Valley League action, boys versus girls, and the first time in like 3 decades that you guys actually have a cross-country meet on campus. Coach, I think, win or lose, whether you guys beat Patriot or not, just the simple fact that you guys are out there competing in a, CIF event, how exciting is that? Just the fact that you can actually get your team together and really be the first high school event in the IE since last March, like 10 months.
Very excited. Some of my kids, they have all that pent up energy. It's like, Coach, we just want to go. We just want to race. And finally, when I told them today, some of them kind of like mixed feelings, like, "Oh, are we going to be ready?" And I was like, We got this. We're going to get going.
Hey, Coach, you were kind of sharing a little bit off the air about the fact that when you told your team, hey, the stay-at-home order has been lifted, we've got a real meet coming up this weekend. What was kind of their first reaction when they heard the news?
They thought I was messing with them at first. Then they sunk.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. And after it sunk in, they're like, "You're not joking." I'm like, "No, I am not joking." And they're like, "Okay, I gotta tell my work. I'm not going to be going in that day," because all they wanted was to race for the past month and a half too. So as soon as they found out, they're on the cell phones. I usually ban the cell phones from practice since we start, but they're like, no, we got to call work right now. So I gave them a few more minutes to get everything all sorted over so you can get things ready for Saturday.
So it almost sounds like too good to be true, right? Because we've been waiting for so long and nothing's been going on for so long. It's like, wait, is this really the green light? Are we really going? Was that kind of what, your impression of how they took it?
Yeah, like, no. They're like, this has to be something like pranks on you. Have a camera over here or something trying to punk us. Like, no, it is actually happening this Saturday. We are having a race on campus.
So, Coach, what do you think the rest of the River Valley League season might look like? Do you have a couple more meets scheduled? Are you going to try to squeeze in a couple more? Because we do know there's no technical like CIF Southern Section postseason. So, what do you think the next couple of weeks or months might look like for yourself in the River Valley League this year?
We're gonna have all our league meets and try to get any invitationals that we are able to go to. Because right now, every invitation I try to sign up for or hear of, it's it's canned, it's canceled.
Yeah,
So
that's hard. That's hard, isn't it? Like try to go out there and find competition. I mean, the River Valley League's great, but to try to find something beyond that is a challenge. It sounds like.
yeah, exactly, because when I was trying to sign up for all the other things, I went to prep cow track, canceled, tentative, canceled, tentative, canceled, tentative. Couldn't find one, and finally, they're gonna have an invitational at Ramona High School. Soon as the head coach over there informed me, I was like, "We're in, we're going."
Anything, right? Just to get your team out there competing, right?
Oh yeah,
And coach, you know what I mean? Like when you look at cross country, just the sport of cross country, I think in terms of like socially isolating and those in the least amount of interaction, or maybe like compared to like wrestling or basketball or something like that. I would feel like cross country is the ideal sport to kind of lead the way, to kind of usher high school sports back into competition. You know, did you feel like, hey, of all the sports, we're going to get we might be the first ones right out of the gate. We might get that first chance to, kind of build some confidence for the rest of the school community and the other sports on campus that, hey, we can do this. We can do it safely. And here we are. And it came to kind of fruition that cross country is the first one out of the gate to get a shot to actually compete.
yeah, it was very, very exciting to be the first ones. We just have to set the precedent of maintaining the distance, following the protocol. Because if something happens, they're probably going to look at us and say, "What did we do wrong? What do we have to correct for the next time?"
Coach Solorio, do you also do track and field at La Sierra?
Yes, I do.
So really, like, because track is another purple tier sport, you're going to go straight from cross country, ideally, right into the track season, right?
Yeah, because right now our schedule last league meet is February 27th, and about 3 weeks later we have our first preseason meet against Norco. So we have 3 weeks. It's like, okay, guys, once we're done, next day we're going straight into track.
Well, Coach, it is exciting times. Best of luck this Saturday against Patriot High School in this River Valley League meet at La Sierra. And again, history being made. Like, it's been 30 years, like 3 decades since the Eagles have had a cross-country competition on their campus. So, Coach, I really appreciate the time, and best of luck this Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, being the first one to jump back into competition, it's very exciting. All right. Thank you, Coach. Hey, that
Yes, it
was
is.